Pennsylvania. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's a nice crowd. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, what a wonderful crowd. Love you back. I'm kind of fired up. I'm kind of fired up. So listen, this is just an extraordinary crowd, but I love you back. There's some people I want to point out who are here, who've just been doing great work. First of all, give Leslie a great round of applause for her wonderful introduction. Somebody who's been working tirelessly on your behalf, doing a great job, the Secretary of Health and Human Services, Kathleen Sebelius, is in the House. One of the finest governors in the country, Ed Randell, is in the House. Everybody notice how good Ed's looking, by the way? He's been on that training program, eating egg whites and keeping his cholesterol down. Your senior senator, who's just been doing outstanding work in the Senate, Arlen Specter, is in the House. One of my great friends, somebody who supported me when nobody could pronounce my name, Bob Casey, in the House. Your congressman, the person who gave me confidence that I could win even though nobody could pronounce my name, Shaka Fatah, is in the House. I figured if they could elect a Shaka, then they could elect a Barack. A couple other outstanding members of Congress. First of all, from Pennsylvania, Allison Schwartz is in the House. Somebody who rendered outstanding service to our nation before he was in Congress, Joe Sestak, is in the House. One of the sharpest members of Congress, technically not his state, but it's just from right next door in New Jersey, so he's practically... Say, we got some Jersey folks here. Rob Andrews in the House. And the great mayor of Philadelphia, Michael Nutter. I'm a little warm here, so... All right. It's a little hot up here. And to Arcadia University, thank you. Thank you guys for hosting us. I was asking about that castle on the way in, by the way. I thought the White House was pretty nice, but that castle, that's... Well, it is great to be back here in the Keystone State. It's even better to be out of Washington, D.C. First of all, the people of D.C. are wonderful. They're nice people. They're good people. Love the city, the monuments, everything. But when you're in Washington, folks respond to every issue, every decision, every debate, no matter how important it is, with the same question. Well, what does this mean for the next election? What does it mean for your poll numbers? Is this good for the Democrats or good for the Republicans? Who won the news cycle? That's just how Washington is. They can't help it. They're obsessed with the sport of politics. And so that's the environment in which elected officials are operating. And you've seen all the pundits pontificating and talking over each other on the cable shows, and they're yelling and shouting, and they can't help themselves. That's what they do. But out here, and all across America, folks are worried about bigger things. They're worried about how to make payroll. They're worried about how to make ends meet. They're worried about what the future will hold for their families and for our country. They're not worrying about the next election. We just had an election. They're worried about the next paycheck or the next tuition payment that's due. They're thinking about retirement. You want people in Washington to spend a little less time worrying about our jobs, a little more time worrying about your jobs. Despite all the challenges we face, 2 wars, the aftermath of a terrible recession, I want to tell everybody here today, I am absolutely confident that America will prevail, that we will shape our destiny as past generations have done. That's who we are. We don't give up. We don't quit. Sometimes we take our lumps, but we just keep on going. That's who we are. But that only happens when we're meeting our challenges squarely and honestly. And I have to tell you, that's why we are fighting so hard to deal with the health care crisis in this country. Health care costs that are growing every single day. I want to spend some time talking about this. The price of health care is one of the most punishing costs for families and for businesses and for our government. It's forcing people to cut back or go without health insurance. It forces small businesses to choose between hiring or health care. It's plunging the federal government deeper and deeper and deeper into debt. The young people who are here, you've heard stories, some of you guys still have health care while you're in school. Some of you may still be on your parents' plans, but some of the highest uninsurance rates are among young people. And it's getting harder and harder to find a job that's going to provide you with health care. And a lot of you right now feel like you're invincible, so you don't worry about it. But let me tell you, when you hit 48, you start realizing things start breaking down a little bit. And the insurance companies continue to ration health care based on who's sick and who's healthy.